This video was made possible by EA Game Changers, so a massive thanks goes out to Codemasters and EA for providing us with the code today. So what's going on guys, Riotbox here and welcome to a brand new video on the channel, and today we're going to be playing F1 2021, and that's right, yes, there's an early embargo which lets you play the first hour of Breaking Point and allows me to upload that. So we're going to get in and start Breaking Point, which is this brand new story mode on F1 2021. And F1 2021, if you don't know, is the latest installment in the Formula 1 franchise. So what we're going to be doing then, we've got to select a difficulty: normal, challenging or hard. Normal is great for newcomers, all assist levels. Challenging offers a balanced experience that is recommended for players comfortable with using fewer assists, and hard for those seeking a greater test of skill. I'm going to go for challenging. I mean, I'm playing on a pad, not playing on a wheel, so that could make things a little bit more interesting. So we've got a bit of a choice here. Select a team. Who do we want to go with? I wonder if you change difficulty. I don't know. Even if you pick normal, you can pick any. Right. I'm going to go with Aston Martin, you know. Begin as Racing Point in 2020, which will become Aston Martin 2021. Select team Alpha Tauri. No one else really changes, but obviously we'd start as Racing Point. Or do we want to go with Alfa Romeo? So I'm going to choose Alpha Tauri. Let's do it. Let's go with Alpha Tauri. So let's get in and let's start Breaking Point. We're allowed to play about the first hour. So let's see. So things are going to kick off then. Prologue, Abu Dhabi, final race of F2 2019 before we'll then hop into F1 2020, presumably.
An incredible race! Look at it! Every driver is being so aggressive! Check it out!
They'll all be feeling the pressure right now. None more so than young Aiden Jackson from Carlin.
That's right. Rumors from the paddock talk about a possible future for Jackson in Formula 1. And with only a few laps to go, this is still anyone's race.
The atmosphere here is electric, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish to the F2 season here in Abu Dhabi.
Here we go then, throwing us in the finale of F2 2019. So we're this Aiden guy by the sounds of it then. Right, lap 4 of 6, P4 of 20, objective finish first in the F2 Championship. Alright, how do we do that? We're Aiden Jackson. Gotta remember that these F2 cars understeer a lot more compared to the F1 cars, because I have driven a race on this, approaching back markers. We're trying to get around this CT Camara person. Come on. Right, there we go. We've got what? 2 laps to go after this one. How much fuel we got? Oh no, don't want to speak to my engineer. The fuel updates. Right, what have we got? Okay, we've got fuel, tyres. We're not going to pit, obviously. Fresh tyres. We've got some back markers here. So what's the gap then to Latifi up the road? 2.3. Let's see if we can plug away, close down the gap to Latifi. But I can actually notice a difference in the handling of the F2 cars from previous F1 games. So that's good. Codemasters has been hard at work on the handling. And of course EA obviously obtained Codemasters, and we're slipping a little bit at the rear. Needs to watch the traction, but we're closing down Latifi. If we can get the win here, that'll be brilliant. I'm just steering a little bit around the back end of the circuit. We're all over the back of Latifi now. Just gotta get used to these cars. It feels a bit more understeering. Well, obviously because they have less grip and less downforce than F1 cars, but you can definitely feel the understeer a bit. But the sounds are nice. The car sounds good. Right, here we go. Whoa, slide from the rear. Right, we're through on Latifi. Make light work of that. Next up is Giotto. 2 seconds up the road, here he is. We could get the win here. That'd be good, wouldn't it? What a fantastic start to breaking point that would be. We're closing him down. We're going to be in the DRS zone in no time. Only got one more lap after this one. Oh, pushing it a bit into that. Picking up a bit too much curb on exit, but we can carry on closing down. We're gapping Latifi. Yeah, we're going to be within striking distance on the last lap. It's a long enough lap to be able to do something, and we've got DRS straights as well to help us out in these F2 cars. So let's see. Maybe it was across the line. Maybe mount an attack there. Might be a bit early. Gap sitting about 0.6 of a second. Chucking it around these final few corners. Yeah, we can probably get him. No DRS, not a DRS zone. He's going defensive. Oh. We'll just be patient. I can sit him behind, but obviously we want to win the championship. Aiden Jackson. Presumably we make it up to AlphaTauri. Yeah, I thought I'd go with AlphaTauri. I haven't really. I'm trying to think. Last year's game, what did I do? Tried a bit of my team, and then career mode we did Renault, and then we went to Ferrari. So AlphaTauri, I don't think I've really raced as them either. I was thinking Racing Point, but I'm kind of tempted to do my driver career mode. I'm thinking of doing driver career mode rather than my team again. I enjoyed that last year. I prefer the just the regular driver career mode. Everyone on YouTube does the my team, and he's going proper defensive. Wow. I think Codemasters have been working on the AI. Don't remember them doing that on last year's game. Look at the understeer though on exit. But wow, that was crazy. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a driver career mode. But I'm probably going to do Alpine, or I might even do Aston Martin. I was tempted to do Aston Martin. Obviously I'm doing the mod career mode with Aston Martin. But that series won't complete because obviously we can start this game. Yeah, let's just bring it around. Looks like we could take the win for Aiden Jackson. Here we go then. Let's take the checkered flag for the win. Fantastic stuff. Let's see what that can do with us, with our career.
Yes! Come on! And he's done it. Jackson's done it. Aiden Jackson wins the F2 championship.
What a win for Jackson! What a win!
And it couldn't have gone to a better driver. A magnificent result. He's already been vocal about his dreams of one day driving for Red Bull in Formula One. Let's just hope the right people are watching today. And here he is, the man of the moment, Aiden Jackson.
An amazing race and a fantastic win for this incredible driver.
Indeed. After this, I guarantee that Jackson will be the hot topic in more than a few upcoming F1 team meetings. The future's definitely bright for this young driver.
So, Chapter 1, several months later, having won the F2 Championship, Aiden Jackson has now secured a seat in F1. Preparing to take his first steps in the most prestigious motorsports series. So it's the Australian Grand Prix.
Aiden, now you've made the leap to Formula One, no surprise to anyone who's been watching your career. How does it feel to be on the verge of getting behind the wheel for your first race?
To be honest with you, Will, it hasn't really quite sunk in yet. The team has given me a fantastic opportunity. It's a once-in-a-lifetime, a dream come true. So, to answer your question, I feel like a little kid. I look around and I'm surrounded by my heroes, you know? I've even had to pinch myself a couple of times. So, yeah, it can be a bit overwhelming. But out on the track, the speed, the noise, even the smell, it's all the same. I just hope my driving is too.
And what about Casper Ackerman? Are you intimidated at all having such a seasoned and experienced driver as your first teammate in Formula One? How's that relationship coming along?
I've always looked up to Casper as someone to aspire to. Growing up as a kid, his pictures all over my bedroom walls, you know? The dream was always to be Casper. But, as it turns out, I'll be racing alongside Casper, which is good enough for me. I get to learn from the best. Besides, every legend has to start somewhere, right?
Aiden, just wondering if we can get your reaction to the obvious comparisons that are being made between you and another F1 driver. Much like you, he made the transition from F2 to F1 last season. What do you say to the press here? And to your fans, who are calling you the new Devon Butler?
The new Devon Butler. I'm alright with that. Does that mean we can lose the old one?
You come over well. They like you. I don't know what you were worried about.
Thanks.
You know, everything's going to be fine out there today. I just know it. Just do what you did in F2. Easy.
Thanks, Brian. I won't let you down. Come on, Aiden. You've got this.
Right. This is cool. Looks like this is the breaking point menu. Don't know whether the game started. Right. So we've got news. It's time for F1 2020. New season upon us. Social. We've got some new social posts. We've got a call from Brian. See what he has to say.
Aiden, are you in your room?
Oh, hey Brian. Yeah, I'm in my room.
Good. Well, have a look around. I hope you like it. Should be everything you need in there. News feeds, social media. It's hooked up to the lot. Just do me a favour, eh?
Go on.
Make sure you check your emails. I think there's a message in there for you.
Oh, right. Thanks, Brian.
Take a breather, do what you need to do, and I'll see you before the race.
Nice one.
Cool. So let's see what this email is then. Aiden, I noticed you left the paperwork on the garage. I handed it to your PA. You can thank me later. Thanks, Casper. Oh, Mum's calling.
Hello?
Hello, love. How's it going?
All right, Ma. Yeah, it's going all right. Just getting ready.
I saw your interview.
And?
You need a haircut.
All right. Well, thanks, I guess.
But aside from that, you were great. I'm so proud of you, Aiden.
I know, Ma. Thanks.
I wish I could be out there with you. This is everything you've worked towards.
Yeah, I know, but you'll be at the next one.
Just do what you do, and everything will be great.
Thanks, Ma.
And remember, mirror, signal, maneuver. And always stick to the speed limit.
Great advice. I'm all over it.
I know you are, love. I'll speak to you later. Good luck.
Bye.
Right then, we had a few phone calls. We've got the race weekend preview. And team principal France Toss giving us a intro email. So it looks like we can probably get into the race. Right then, Australian Grand Prix, 9 laps to go.
A solid start, Aiden. Let's try and push it further. Copy that. Where's Casper? He's up ahead. Let's try and bring you two closer together.
Okay, so the team want to bring us closer. Casper is in P10. We've got the catch up to Ackerman before lap 11. Okay, let's see if we can do that. I'm out wide a little bit there. Got Ricardo, of course. It's the old teams, isn't it, from 2020? Renault. Ricardo probably doing a bit better at Renault than he is at McLaren at the minute, but, you know, he's getting there, isn't he? We've got overtake mode as well, of course. Don't want to forget that, but we've got, what, 5 laps to catch up to Ricardo. Not catch up to Ricardo, catch up to Ackerman. 6 seconds we've got to gain. How does he expect us to gain 6 seconds? This is a second a lap, basically. But sat in the dirty air, Ricardo isn't making it too easy. But, I mean, driving around here at Australia, right? You can tell the step up in graphics. Just driving around, I noticed some like cracks in the tarmac. It's a lot more detailed than last year. Whoa, that was almost risky, wasn't it? Did we lose any front wing? No, not by the looks of things. That was lucky. That was really lucky. Quite a bit of downforce on this setup. Here we go then. On the brakes in turn 1, we're going to pick up DRS again.
Gap to the car behind is 5.
Here we go.
5 seconds.
He's going defensive though. Had to brake late on the outside line. Chop his nose off. Oh, properly chopped his nose off. Oops. Properly chopped his nose off there, didn't we? No penalty there, we get away with it. Right, George Russell next on the in the Williams. That's pretty good for George. What tyres is he on? He's on the mediums. Looks like we've already boxed then. And now we need to catch up to our teammate. Can we get Russell at the inside? Yes, we can. He's going to be on old tyres there. Right, Butler next. Devon Butler, an old foe. But yeah, we're not phased by him, of course. Bit far off at the minute. Didn't quite pick up DRS on Butler, but we might at the end of this straight. Breaking into turn number 1, hitting our apex quite nicely. Nope, no DRS. Next DRS zone, we should get it though. Let's just stick with Butler. Got plenty of ERS as well to deploy.
You're closing in on Casper now, Aiden. Good job.
Oh, engineer giving us a bit of encouragement. We are closing him down. Oh, I'm on the sausage curb though. Get off that thing. Plenty of grip in this Alpha Tauri. Or at least it feels like it anyway. Alright, let's see if we can get Butler on the exit of the flip-flop here. Ooh, look at this all over the back of him. He's got to give us some room. He's got to give us the room. Whoa. Bit of overtake mode. Cover him off up the inside. Through on Devon Butler then in the Haas. He's going to struggle next season because the Alpha Tauri next season versus the Haas. Well, the Alpha Tauri is a lot better, but here we go. Casper Ackerman, our teammate. Our experienced teammate. Our Kimi Raikkonen, if you like. We're Giovinazzi. And that's Kimi Raikkonen, if you want to put it that way. But lost a bit of time on that lap because of obviously battling with Devon Butler. But the pace in this Alpha Tauri far superior. The Honda power unit pretty good as well.
What a brilliant Australian Grand Prix this has been, but there's still plenty of time for more drama.
There certainly is, Crofty, and these two have been fighting each other incredibly hard so far. They don't want to go tripping over each other though, because Devon Butler is coming up from behind. He's on the attack too.
Aiden, Casper's not your priority. We need you to defend.
It's okay. I've got this.
Here comes Butler. 3 abreast going into turn 11. Oh, this can't work! And it doesn't! Ackerman's off onto the verge of what looks like damage as well.
Is he okay? Is Casper okay?
He'll be fine. He's heading for the pits now. You just concentrate on the race.
Well, there we have it. I think we're going to get fireworks tonight in the Alpha Tauri garage.
There will be, Crofty, for sure. Look, it was a late move from Devon Butler, but you never want to see two teammates make contact, and Ackerman will surely be seething at that one.
Absolutely, and I tell you who else isn't going to be happy too. Aiden Jackson, not how his F1 race debut should have gone.
Oh, looks like we're getting back in the race. We need to get back on Butler.
How's it feeling, Aiden?
Yeah, car's okay.
Understood. See how well you can do out there.
Right, we've got a bit of damage. Don't know where to. Finish the race is the objective. Butler 2.9 up the road. Wonder if we can catch up. Oh, I don't know. Where's the damage? I can't see it on the front wing here, look. Everything looks okay. Let's just keep an eye on the gap. Got to keep plugging away. Gap as we end lap number 10. 2.6 to Butler. We closed in a little bit. And we've got Lando Norris in P9. Let's see if we can catch Butler. Hopefully we can. Make something up for the team. Get us some points, even though our more experienced teammate probably would have got points as well. So I don't know why Aiden Jackson will go for that move. He's crazy. What a nutter. But, you know, we've got to live with what he's done. 2.2 is the gap. So we're closing up to Butler again. At a pretty good rate. So we might be able to get 1 point out of this race. The team might be a bit happier with us. And obviously we'd get points in our debut if we can bring this one home. 3 laps to go then. We've finally picked up some DRS on Butler. We're closing him down. We'll probably get him on the second straight. Although engineer wants us to manage the tyres, but I want to get this overtake done on Butler. I'm not having him mug us off in the press conference. Oh, can we go for it? Oh, no, I don't want to do anything else stupid. Push him through the corners pretty much. Come on. Come on, Butler. You can do this. Oh, too much inside curb there. Where can we get him? Wait for the fast change of direction again, where Butler got up the inside of us and our teammate. Can never go 3 wide through there. Don't know why Butler thought it'd be good to go up the inside there, but here we go. Overtake mode. We're going to do it back to him. He's going to pinch us. He's going to have to give us the space. Overtake mode. Oh, just about got to give him room on the outside. Can't force him into the wall. 2 laps to try and get Lando Norris. I think we might be able to get P9. Give us a couple of points in the championship. That would be good, wouldn't it? That'd be a really good debut. But we can't forget that Devon Butler's back there. Unless EA give me a cutscene and it makes us spin out or something on the last lap. But the objective is to finish the race. If we pick up 2 points in the process, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh, we're all over the back of Norris in the McLaren. Obviously, 2020, the McLaren was powered by Renault, so not as good as the Mercedes engine they have at the minute. And the McLaren's really performing well with that Mercedes engine as well. Norris picking up 3 podiums this season so far. Let's see now, where can we get Norris? Butler's sort of sticking with us. He's less than a second away. We've only got 1 more lap to go after this one. This chicane's difficult with a pad, I think. It's so much easier with a wheel. But Norris is good through the corners. The difference in the handling between the McLaren versus Butler and the Haas behind. It was a lot easier to stick with the Haas through the corners. Obviously, Alpha Tauri probably a bit quicker through the corners than the Haas. I wasn't going to go at the inside, but the McLaren does handle well, so he's going to be difficult to follow through the corners, especially in the dirty air. But look at this, all over the back of him. Easy peasy through. And Lando Norris, it's the final lap. Oh man, that's a person I forgot about. Albon, P7 in the Red Bull. We obviously want to make it to Red Bull, don't we? But ploughing on. We can use some ERS and overtake mode to defend. 2.4 to Stroll. I doubt we'll close that down, but keep the second above, keep the gap behind above a second to Norris, and we might just bring this one home. Final corner then, we closed up a little bit to Stroll. Mainly through that last sector. We really hooked up a nice last sector. But across the line then, P9 and a couple of points, unless we get a penalty.
And bring it home.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park. What a start to the season this has been. A fascinating race here in Australia, Ant.
The top teams as ever continue to push the boundaries of the sport, and it'll be interesting to see how the new Alpha Tauri driver Aiden Jackson settles in, especially after that early incident involving his teammate.
Well, we've certainly seen rivalries born from less. Suffice to say, if you came into the 2020 season hoping for a bit of drama, it looks like you won't be disappointed. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.
Casper, listen, I don't know what happened out there. It wasn't my fault.
Well, whose fault was it then? Who was the idiot behind the wheel of your car, You're pathetic. You won't even admit when you made a mistake. How did they ever sign you?
Oh, Butler. Devon, I didn't see you there.
What, like,
Out on the track today. You nearly took me out, mate.
Look, I don't know what happened. You cut in, I swerved. Next thing I knew, Casper was out.
Whoa. Mate, I was nothing to do with it. Whatever that was all on you. Don't be trying to pass the blame, because you haven't settled in yet.
Sorry, Aiden. Just bear with us 1 sec.
No problem.
I think that's really just a case of rookie driver, rookie mistakes. These cars are a bit different from what Aiden's used to in F2.
You seem to find your feet quite quickly after you graduated from Formula 2. What advice would you give to Jackson in his first season?
Well, stay out of my way mostly. And taking out your own teammate isn't something I would make a habit of.
Almost ready, Aiden. We're just checking audio levels.
Sure.
Seriously, Casper must be wondering what on earth Alpha Tauri were thinking.
That's great. Thanks, Devon.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden. Let's talk about that incident with your teammate.
Brian.
Talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Listen, what happened out there today? I had it all under control and then...
Look, let's not go through all that now. We'll talk about it at the debrief.
Right, yeah.
I was actually talking about your little run-in with Casper and Butler over in the paddock.
Oh, wow. News travels fast.
The paddock talks, Aiden. Besides, I've got ears like a hawk. Listen, Butler's a clown. The man's ego is bigger than a... No, I've got nothing. Don't give it a second thought.
Thanks, Brian.
But Casper? Yes, he can get a little hot-headed, especially after a race. But you have got to work with him. That manoeuvre today...
Wasn't my fault, Brian.
It probably cost us points. I'll level with you. A lot of people on the team are disappointed, Aiden. And I'll be saying as much to Casper. Now, learn from it and move on. But you can't let it happen again. I'll see you at the debrief.
On to Chapter 2 then, by the looks of things. Chapter 2. The world of motorsport moved fast and focus quickly shift into the Chinese Grand Prix. Aiden Jackson and Alpha Tauri are eager to find form heading into the fourth race of 2020. So it looks like it skips on a few races but tells a nice narrative along the way. So let's see what is in store for us in Chapter 2.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Crofty. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammates.
And the rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Right then, teammates at war.
Okay, Aiden, see if you can recover a few places.
Let's see if we can get... Oh yeah. He isn't happy, is he?
That's really not okay.
Recover 10th place before the end of the race. We've got 6 laps. P14 right now. P10's where we've got to get to. China, a track I haven't driven in a little while. We're making a move on Lando Norris. Struggling here without slipstream. Get back in the slipstream. Overtake mode. No, I've turned overtake mode off. DRS is the one I mean. Making it nicely down to the apex. Almost turned in a bit early there. Oh, rear one to kick out there. Here comes Norris back round the outside. Gonna hold on though for now. Bring it down at turn 1 nicely. Into like turn 3 and 4. I don't really know what corner we're at, but through turn 1 we go. We've navigated the first sector okay. Fended off sights, but let's get our head down. We're gonna push on. Ocon is next. And Then it's Sainz in the McLaren, of course. Sainz at the McLaren. How F1 moves on quickly. You forget where drivers were the year before, don't you? I wonder where our teammate is, actually. That'll be an interesting one. Probably P10, and we have to try and get by on him. Here we go, then. Nice little run on Ocon. Getting through. Just to exit out of there. We're going to get the DRS as well. That should pull us alongside. Keep ahead, hopefully. Just about edging ahead. We can squeeze him out a little bit. On the brakes then, and next up Sainz and our teammate Ackerman, although Ackerman looks like he's just got ahead. Oh no, is this someone we're going to be lapping? It still says Sainz is ahead of us. Yeah, I think this is a blue flag situation here. Gap to Sainz 2.5 seconds, gap to Ackerman 4.2. Got a workout here surely. Alright, yeah, Russell, it's George Russell in the Williams. We're going to get through on him. He moves away nicely. Blue flags doing their thing, and we can carry on the charge up to Sainz 1.2. We're closing him down. We've got, what, 4 laps to go after this one, so still plenty of time to get Ackerman. He's right there. We've got another back marker between Sainz and Ackerman, so Sainz is probably going to catch up to... It's an Alfa Romeo. It's Giovinazzi, and he's going to get in our way. Oh, it isn't going well, is it today, Mr. What's our name? Jackson. Overtake mode out the corner, but the McLaren has some good straight line speed. Very tricky to get by on, but a bit of slipstream. DRS. Sainz goes defensive. We're going to have to go the long way around. I don't know why he braked so early there. But we're through anyway. He sort of backed out of that one. But yeah, that McLaren a lot quicker in a straight line than the Renault. It was Ocon, wasn't it? We just were behind. So, Ackerman next, 1.3 seconds. Fastest final sector with that DRS and mad slipstream on Carlos Sainz. But yeah, we're closing down on Ackerman. It's not going to be long. It's going to be this lap, I think. Look at this. Really picked up the pace here. Hot-headed, not Butler. What's our name? Jackson. Keep forgetting our name. We're closing him down anyway. Let's see if we can get him in through P10. On the brakes nicely here. It's going to give us a cutscene as soon as we get by on Ackerman, isn't it? Something else is going to happen. It's going to be right drama between the Alpha Tauri teammates. We take a different line to the experienced Ackerman. But neck and neck through the corners, really. Whoa! Almost managed to fling it through there, didn't we? Oh, he carries better corner speed through that.
4 laps of fuel remaining.
Plenty of fuel left. It's going to be a DRS overtake. He locks up a little bit Ackerman through there. Pushing him a little bit through the corner. Let's go. Overtake mode. Yeah, look at this. We're through. Into P10 we go then. Through on Ackerman. What objective did we want? Oh, we've got DRS as well. What's the objective? Recover 10th place before the end of the race. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. We're through then. Looks like there won't be a cutscene. And here's Albon. Oh, we've run it deep into there, trying to defend from our experienced teammate, but we hold on. Right, next up, the sister team. The Red Bull team with Albon, you know. Albon's sort of struggling in a minute, so maybe we'll get his seat. Fastest final sector once again. We're good in that last sector, but we do keep getting the DRS. So that's really going to help us out, to be honest. Whoa, Albon goes slow through these first corners. Take a nice tight line. The Alpha Tauri working well. Running a little bit deep, but we managed to cover off that inside line. Next up, Butler in the Haas. Okay, come on, we've got to beat Butler. We've got, what, 2 laps to go after this one. We can probably get Butler. We're on a roll at the minute. Here we go, all over the back of Butler. We take a nice tight line here. I had to put up the brakes mid-corner. We make... Ooh, I'm a little bit wide there. I was going to say, made that look easy, but it was a little bit of a handful. Understeer around the corner, just accelerated too early. DRS. I'm going to use up all of my overtake mode here, pretty much. Doubt we'll get fastest lap of the race, but I'm pushing the final sector. Come on. This has been a good lap, so maybe I can get fastest lap and get those extra points, eh? That'd be good, wouldn't it? Around the final corner, what's it going to be? Oh, gap to Perez, 1.2, really on a roll at the minute. Fastest lap, Aiden Jackson, fastest lap. That's an extra point in the bag, isn't it? Was that rule in 2020? I think it was, but oh man, this is weird seeing a Racing Point again. I was going to go with Racing Point, but I thought, you know what, let's go for a Alpha Tauri, use that Honda engine, see if we can get that path to Red Bull. Nice. Thought it might create a nice bit of drama. Red Bull and Alpha Tauri and Toro Rosso are always in a bit of drama with their young drivers, aren't they? Switching their drivers back and forth, promoting and demoting. But we could probably get Perez. But I'm glad we got a fast lap of the race. Look at that. Thought it felt like a good lap. Just hooked it up nicely. Lost time on this lap, but we're all over the back of Perez. We're doing a Perez. We're doing a Perez. Recovering. But yeah, he's got a Mercedes engine though, so let's see what it's like down the straight. Tuck right in the back of him. Pick up some early slipstream, overtake mode. Yeah, just make it easy. He might come back though. Let's see, that pink Mercedes. He is coming back. Look at this. He's coming back at us. Surely not. He can't break us late of us, surely. I mean, he can almost. Sort of backed out of it. Slow in, fast out he went for. Almost paid off, but we're through on Perez then, and we're going to be starting the final lap. This is going to be a good result. P7. Around the final corner, just behind Vettel. Stroll, P5, that's good. Of course, they did do well, didn't they, Racing Point, back in 2020. But yeah, solid result.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the two Alpha Tauri teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these two drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom, cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop him from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
So that, unfortunately, is all we can show in this first episode, but it's a nice chunk of first gameplay from Breaking Point. And you know what? I wasn't going to play Breaking Point, really.
It hasn't really quite sunk in yet.
You know, I'm really impressed. I'm quite into this. I'm quite invested in Jackson. Let's see what we can do going forward. So we're going to have to wait until the next embargo when we can carry on this series. So let me know down below in the comments. Do you want me to carry on this series when I can upload regular career mode?
So
I will. We'll create our own driver. I don't think I'll do my team. I'll go into the actual driver career mode this year. I'll do this Breaking Point series, which will be a short series. I don't think it's too long of a story mode. And then we'll get into our driver career mode. So vote down below. Where do you want me to go? Do you want me to go? I'm thinking either Alpine or Aston Martin. I really think Aston Martin would be pretty cool. But let me know, yeah, where do you want me to go? But if you are new around here, make sure you do get subscribed to the channel. Plenty more F1 2021 gameplay to come. Career mode, Breaking Point, might delve into some online racing, things like that. But as always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Good enough for me.